The week has been overall really good, very productive. We've felt the Spirit move. It's had highs, lows, a lot of emotion, a lot of heavy topics, and you've seen the Spirit move in really different ways. But it's really good that at the end of it, there's a unity. You can see that people love the church, they love God, and they're really committed to the process.
Emotions have been explored, they've been challenged, they've been amended. Again, only possible because people have come together and talked it through. So I think again that the motions will, over time, change our church for the better.
It has been quite an eventful week. We've been on quite the journey together. We've ended up in places that none of us, I'm sure, expected to go. We've come out with solutions that I'm sure none of us could envisage at the start of the week, and we've just been really open, which I think is a mark of the Spirit's movement, that we've been able to hold our own ideas and agendas lightly in such a way that we have been able to deviate and make space for wherever we've been led.
Yeah, there's certainly a diversity of views, but there's also a great sense of we're in this together, so we share a lot in common at our table, and I'm really impressed with the depth of what people bring forward to me. It's not just surface stuff, it's how do we go below the surface to really touch some of the deeper issues, and the sharing on the table, because it's so personal, people sharing about their own personal lives, it touches you deeply.
The second Plenary Council Assembly has been an extraordinary experience for me, far above and beyond my expectations in anticipation of the gathering.
I've certainly experienced the work of the Spirit even through those difficult moments, because what appeared to be a crisis, it seems now has turned into a far better situation, a far better feeling, and please God, a far better outcome. So it's almost a sense, I had a real sense of dying and rising, a resurrection moment after that very difficult moment that the whole conference experienced very early in the piece.
Day 2, when people, not just women but men, got up and stood and said, look, we're not really happy with section 4. I thought that was so beautiful, and I saw a church that was really led by the Spirit, that wasn't just maintenance. They were about mission and really kind of brought to light a church that I think we're trying to go towards.
Certainly on the issue of women and that first vote, and then heard the cry of people, literally as well as figuratively, and then seeing how that's changed, and there's a deep sense in which people are more open to what are the issues that are really confronted with. It's not just a surface thing, say women deacons, it's more about how women really feel as members of the church in certainly what sometimes can come across as a male-dominated church.
I heard many voices this week from people who are of faith and who feel very deeply about the direction of the Catholic Church in Australia. They spoke well, wisely, and with conviction. And I was blessed to be at a table of people who are honest and warm, open-hearted and genuine in their discernment, and a pleasure to work with, throughout the week. And that gave me hope for the future of the Catholic Church.
Today and during the course of the week, one of my big reflections has been just the diversity and how much we have truly entered into this as the one body of Christ, the church, and just being able to look inwards at how we do things, why we do things, is going to help us as the church to be able to really focus again in on Christ and on the mission that He's called us to as His church. But also I think just in this process of coming together from all our places, all our experiences, with the diversity of views and beliefs that we have as the church, and being able to find commonalities, to be able to be unified in the Spirit, that in itself is helping us to be Christ-centered and is witnessing to our missionary call. So I think even just this process has already been us being Christ-centered and missionary.
If this process right here shows what the future is, I am pleading with everyone out there, stay in the Catholic Church, because there is hope and there will be richness and blessings to come.